Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs and video games, and today I'm playing Hollow Knight. Now, this is the finale episode of my Hollow Knight series. It has been about 5 weeks since I recorded my last episode in this blind playthrough, where I defeated the 5th Pantheon with the last of the bindings. And I have watched a lot of Hollow Knight videos since then, and I'm going to show you all of the things that I've learned that I never found out or figured out during my own exploration. Unfortunately, the first one to show is one that I just didn't know that I could have found on my own. I just ended the blind playthrough too soon. Basically, because I have defeated all of the Pantheons with all 4 of the bindings, there is now something over here. Let's go in. This is the Land of Storms, a new area of the game. One more area that I've never seen before. And in this Land of Storms, I know we're gonna find something. Ooh, look at that. There's like a Godseeker mask back there. There it is. And so that updates the Hunter's Journal. And then the crack is gone. And let's look at the journal. So we found the Weathered Mask, a strange mask from a godless land passed down over time. The design suggests the wearer's thoughts were focused through the crest. The gods of thunder, gods of rain, why forsake thy servants? Will our minds be left suffering to ache alone? What god remains to deliver us from this woeful silence? Great. So that is one of the few things that I have not done before in this playthrough. Next, I'm going to show you something that I found very amusing, that I had never seen myself, or that I had never figured out myself. And that is the Massive Moss Charger. There is a much easier way to defeat the Massive Moss Charger than anything that I've done before. I'm going to demo that because I thought it was hilarious, but I had never figured it out. So the Massive Moss Charger, when he goes at the bottom, you can just continually slash your weapon, and you push him back just far enough that you can continue slashing your weapon the whole time. And look at that. Defeated the Massive Moss Charger. I just thought that was amusing. The next one I actually knew was a thing because YouTube commenters mentioned it a few times. It's overcharming. However, I thought that overcharming was exploiting a glitch or using a mod. In fact, you can just wear more charms than you have slots for in the game, and the game will let you. All you do is try. Game says no. Try again. Game says no. Just keep trying until you force it. And now you're overcharmed. I have read that the effect of being overcharmed is that you're dealt double damage, but you can just wear more charms than you could otherwise. And that is a great way to approach Radiant battles that I never knew of, so I never did. Because in the Radiant battles, one hit kills you anyway. Who cares if you're taking double damage? Alright, the next one I'm going to show is one that requires luck. And I just never got the luck. So, right outside, when you hit the Godseeker with your nail, you go into the Godhome. Except, there's apparently a 2% chance that you don't. So I am going to do this over and over again until I get that 2% chance, and you're going to see it once I get it. Here we go. Here is the secret room. By the way, it took me about 170 attempts to get here, so I was very unlucky. There's the God Seeker. And there is... I believe people have called that a God Tuner, but it doesn't really look like the God Tuner that's in my inventory. What gods to save us of our silent mind? Gods of our future, seek thee, we shall, to devote our all. Temporary tuning device built of carapace. Can we dream nail it? No. Savage! Intruder! No right thou hast to trespass within such sacred memory. Be gone! Be gone! And then apparently you end up into the Godhome. So that's it. By the way, after you get into that room, you can never go in again. So I spent all of those attempts. You can see what it is. Glad I recorded it. And I was really unlucky there, which is unfortunate because the next one also requires a lot of luck. So here we are in Dirtmouth, and now it's the next secret. Just like the last secret, this one has a 2% chance of happening. So I'm going to try over and over again until we get it. However, unlike the other one, I had no chance to get this one because I didn't know how to do it. So first, you break this sign. Then you go back up, and when you come down, there's a 2% chance of finding one of the last things for the Hunter's Journal. Alright, you probably didn't see that very quickly there, but I will slow it down for you. And that actually finished the very last thing that I can put in my Hunter's Journal, the Mender Bug. Member of an elusive guild of bugs, fixated on the maintenance of Hollownest's many signs and wayposts. The bugs of Hollownest were obsessed with building things. What strange little minds they had. Now, having gotten the Mender Bug bit in my Hunter's Journal, that also allows me to go down and visit Menderbug's house. So let's go to Menderbug's house next. Now that we're here near Menderbug's house, let me mention one more thing. To get Menderbug, one of the things that I did was put on the Spell Twister. That meant that I could use more Descending Darks before I had to go sit at a bench and let Salubra refill my soul. Anyway, Menderbug's house is right here, near where you find Sly. And Menderbug has a little journal. Dear, dear diary, isn't life just the most beautiful thing? Fixing signs, mending posts, let them break, I say. I am a better mender for all that repairing. I sometimes doubt there's a single bug in Hollownest happier than me. Hello again, diary. Not long now till the next Mender Bash. For us stealthy types, we're a riotous bunch when we get together. And Mender Berry keeps flashing me with that smile. Might be time to muster my courage and act on it. I love my home and my life, but sharing it with another, why that'd be the berry on top. My lovely diary, someone's gone and broke my favorite sign, right there at the top of the Crossroads. Keeps happening too. But you know, I just can't get mad about it. I should be thanking them really. More chances to fix that beautiful, complex sign. And I've stocked up on spare parts, so I've no fear it'll ever stay broken for long. Alright, the next bit is a secret in the Greenpath that I never found. So I'm going to skip there, and we'll see you there. So here we are in the Greenpath. This is right above the entrance to Fog Canyon. And the secret I never found is up here. And it is another Wanderer's Journal. So there we go, one more Wanderer's Journal. I now think that I've collected every one of those that I can. The only thing I didn't collect in this save file was one of the arcane eggs. That is a missable one, and I missed it. Alright, the next one goes to the Tower of Love. I'm now in the Tower of Love. If you remember, this is where we fought the Collector. And the Collector, from the Collector, we got the Collector's map, showing the location of all the grubs. Well, there is a secret up here. I believe it's somewhere over here. There it is. Look at that. Maybe this is like you find in houses where people have pinned up all of these different strings that lead to different evidence of some conspiracy theory they have. Maybe it's similar to that. Who knows? But there it is, a secret room in the Tower of Love, showing the obsession of the Collector with grubs. There was one other one like that, a secret area that you could enter by going up in a place that I can no longer show. There was one in the Grimm's tent. And since the Grimm's tent is no longer here in this save file, I won't be able to show that one. But I missed that one too. Next, we're going to go to a secret place in the Weaver's Den. The Weaver's Den is in the Deepnest. Here we are in the Deepnest, at the entrance to the Weaver's Den. There's this stalking devout that guards it. And I did find the Weaver's Den in my blind playthrough. In the Weaver's Den, you got the spider charm that allows you to unleash spiders on the world. What I didn't find was directly across from here, there's a secret room. You can't even see that you can break that wall. I have no idea how I would have found it, but if you shoot out that right there and go across, look, we've broken the wall. And so there's a small little secret area in here, whoops, that you need to be a little bit better about jumping to access. And there's a chest with a bunch of money in it, which is great and all, but that's not it. There's a secret room within that secret room. So let's go back over there. So once you find this secret, you're not done. The next secret is over there. And just like the grub one, there's another kind of like a seal over here that you can see. Just another room that's about the lore of the game, but is also so indirect that you don't even know what it means necessarily. Alright, that is all of the secrets. So now what we get to do is have our little knight retire. And for every collector, when a collector is about to retire, what they do is they sell their collection. So hello, Lemm. I'm ready to sell everything that I've collected. I've got 14 Wanderer's Journals, 16 Hollow Nest Seals, 8 King's Idols, and 3 Arcane Eggs. Let's make some money so that we can retire in paradise. A Wanderer's Journal, eh? Though they're common finds about the kingdom, I much enjoy the deciphering of their text. Read together, they paint a morbid tale. It seems fate was unkind to most who travel within Hollow Nest's ruin. Another Wanderer's Journal. I might not offer a lot for each, but they're plentiful about the caverns, and I doubt you'll find another willing to make trade for Geo. A Wanderer's Journal. Yes, I'll add it to the pile with the others. I don't know when I'll get to decipher this one. It's long, hard work translating the many languages of the bugs that explore these caverns. A Wanderer's Journal. You've a knack for finding these. Corpses must be frequent on your journey. No doubt your nails created many more. Another Wanderer's Journal, eh? This journal is of traditional stone type. Text endures well upon it. In its declining age, this city switched from stone to parchment woven of spider's silk. It's a small tragedy, but the moisture in these towers has rendered most of these texts illegible. A Wanderer's Journal. Have you heard that saying about stone journals? If danger lurks close by and your nail has dulled with wear, just swing your journal at your foes with blunt and deadly flare. It's a good one, isn't it? And accurate. They sure have a heft to them. What's that? A Wanderer's Journal? I've so many of these now. Once I get around to deciphering them all, I'll be the preeminent scholar on Hollownest's dead. A Wanderer's Journal. It's quite incredible how many of these you've collected. You must have traveled the breadth of the kingdom to accrue such a haul. Here Lemm starts repeating himself, so let's fast forward through this part. Now for the Hollownest seals. A Hollownest seal, eh? Very interesting this. Do you know of the kingdom's 5 great knights? They're revered figures of Hollownest, often mentioned in the annals of the kingdom, but only as a group. Both their names and appearance seem to have been expunged from history. So long has passed since their time, it'd be a grand achievement to discover their identities. We've discovered a couple of their identities, actually. Another Hollownest seal. Pass it over. I enjoy collecting their like, but there's little information to be gleaned from each. Mind you, they do keep a nice shine about them, and there's nothing wrong with appreciating something purely on aesthetic merits. A Hollownest seal, eh? Give it here. Do you have anything else for me? If not, get your damp little self out of my home. Another Hollownest seal. Others have told me there's a statue out by the city's entrance, depicting a large, knightly figure. Could be one of the kingdom's great 5. I'd have looked it over myself, but the gate's long been shut tight, and it's too much hassle taking the long way round with all those blasted husks about. Yep, that's another Hollownest seal, all right. The shop will be overflowing with these things soon. Gah, I'd never guessed so many would be still lying around. If they're as common as you make them seem, maybe I've been offering too much for them. Another Hollownest seal. Pass it over then. A Hollownest seal. You're a talented collector, all right. The best I've met. If you keep at it, I worry I'll run out of space in the shop. Here Lemm starts repeating himself, so let's fast forward through this part. Now for the King's Idols. A King's Idol, eh? Hollownest's king was an elusive figure, deified by the citizens. With the king rarely seen, worship was offered through these idols. There's an expert craft to them. Few alive could match this skill. A king's idol. If you look closely, each of these idols is subtly different. There are fine engravings about them that take some time to decipher. I suspect each was tailored to the owner, a personalized symbol of the king's omnipotence. Another king's idol. Have you visited the remnants of his palace? It's down below the city in the bedrock of the kingdom. Must have been an impressive sight in its time. Now there's nothing left. It's a strange thing, though. There are no signs of conflict around the area. It's as though the whole place just vanished. A king's idol. I've often wondered the true visage of the king. Depictions are of an imposing gleaming figure and a fiercely horned crown. I suspect there's much embellishment to the imagery, though. A ruler seeking worship tends to hide their blemishes. It do no good to appear a common bug. A king's idol, with as many of these as you've delivered. The other relic seekers are like to think I've gone mad for the king. Ha, who am I kidding? They'll only be jealous of my collection. Find me more. Here Lemm starts repeating himself, so let's fast forward through this part. And finally the arcane eggs. Now there are 4 of these in the game. I found 3 of them, and the last one is locked away. I can no longer get it. But I did get it on my speed run, my speed completion run. So therefore, I do have footage of reading the last one of these. I'll splice that in after I read the first 3. An arcane egg? Hey, now this is an ancient thing. These relics are the prize of my profession. There's knowledge hidden within, though it's very difficult, painstaking work to extract. One large understanding can be gleaned, though. This civilization may claim itself the first, but something else did exist within this place before Hollownest. Each egg offers a narrow glimpse into that forgotten age. Another arcane egg. It's a rare chance to own 2 of these. I'll be the envy of all my colleagues, though my purse is feeling much lighter for it. These eggs are the most desired find from time before Hollownest, but they're not the only remnant of that age. You may have come upon them, those old statues that seem a stone for soul. They too prove its existence, though in a larger, cruder form. A third arcane egg. You're an exceptional explorer to have found so many. An egg is a perfect protective form. In Hollownest we use stone journals or tablets, our text engraved atop. These eggs are far more secure. Their records are stored within. In fear of damaging the eggs, I'm only able to access the outer layer, but it's clear those in the distant past could somehow access information stored even deeper within. If only I could find a way to do so. Just think of the discoveries to be made. A 4th arcane egg. I wouldn't have believed it possible. I've never met a bug with your knack for uncovering this kingdom's treasures. You must have some sort of sense about you, or maybe these eggs are somehow drawn to you. My fellows have claimed there's a will of sorts within each egg, that each seeks its own bearer, or reject them. That'd be a subtle power indeed, and I remain skeptical. Relic seekers are prone to confusing facts with fable. Alright, that is selling all of the relics to Lemm. I've got almost 25,000 money to my name, which means it's time to retire. Retire Hollow Knight and drift into the end beyond. So finally, the last thing that I'm going to do in this save file is fight the Hollow Knight and the Radiance once again, so that we can get my favorite ending of the game and watch the credits once more. The Hollow Knight is going to be surprisingly easy, I'm sure, after I've fought the Pure Vessel a number of times. I've never had much trouble with the Hollow Knight, honestly. I don't think I've ever lost to the Hollow Knight, but still. I am probably much better at fighting him now than I've ever been before. And I know that I have some spell-based charms on, so we're going to use a lot of spells here. I am certainly not worrying about my health at all. There's the Hollow Knight. Now let's take out the Radiance.
Get good!
That's right, Hornet. Let's get good. Why did I have to challenge the Radiance again? I thought the Radiance fight just started. Anyway, let's go. The Radiance. So, how does the Radiance compare to the Absolute Radiance? It's a lot easier, let me tell you. Let's heal up. That was a poor time to attempt to heal up. In fact, why do we even need to heal up? Let's get to the next phase. Then we'll heal up. Here we go, Absolute Radiance. Heal up for your second phase. And in this fight, there's only 3 phases. There's not a 4th phase like the Absolute Radiance has. Oh, I thought I was above the platform there. Clearly, I was not above the platform there. So how much does this part differ than the Absolute Radiance? It doesn't differ as much as the first one does, I think. I mean, there are definitely some differences, especially the speed. The speed of this part is very different. But in the first part, there were also some differences in the attacks, I think. Anyway, we finished that. This part, the speed being different, is very different. Alright, the Radiance down again. And let's win with our buddy the Hollow Knight. And there it is, the Hollow Knight, the game Hollow Knight defeated once more. And in this ending, we get to see the Radiance destroyed. Also, the little bug knight that we've been controlling has also perished in the defeating of the Radiance. But the Hornet survives. Hollow Nest is okay. As okay as it can be in its kind of fallen state, its depreciating state. But there's no Nightmare Monster leashed. There's no Hollow Knight leashed upon the land. We have taken out the Hollow Knight, the Radiance, and ourselves for the land. And the little shade creatures descend, their job done. As the credits roll, let me tell you how important Hollow Knight has been for me. For one, I started this channel with Hollow Knight. I had no idea what I was starting when I started this channel with Hollow Knight, because I was doing a blind playthrough of a game that I had been recommended. That's it. I had no idea how large the community of Hollow Knight was, and how dedicated the community behind Hollow Knight, the player base is for Hollow Knight. I've been very happy to play this game. I am amazed at how much content is in it, how much there was to do in this blind playthrough. And it's a little sad to see it go. I won't entirely stop playing Hollow Knight. I'll be doing some live streams on this channel where I do things in Hollow Knight. I've got several ideas for things, but the blind playthrough is done. There will be no more videos that are part of my Hollow Knight playlist, although I might have a couple more videos that are summaries of other things that I've done. Next week, next Sunday, I will be starting a new game, a new blind playthrough. The new blind playthrough that I'm going to do is for Ender Lilies. Ender Lilies is a game that I've heard is similar to Hollow Knight, and YouTubers that have commented on this channel were the ones that have recommended it to me. So next week we'll start my Ender Lilies blind playthrough, and really I'm going to play Silk Song on this channel whenever it comes out. Thank you to all of you who have subscribed to me, watched my videos, and really just welcomed my blind playthrough and been interested in what I've been doing. It's been kind of amazing to have such a response to a hobby that admittedly I've spent a lot of time on, but a hobby that I had no idea where it would go. Just wanted to try it out and learn how to do some things, video editing and audio editing. Do some things that I've never done before. There is a Mr. Mushroom ending that I'm going to skip. Congratulations, well done on achieving this great feat. You persevered and you triumphed. We hope you enjoyed yourself in the world of Hollow Knight. We'll meet again soon on the road ahead. So there it is, my final time. 94 hours, 48 minutes, and 29 seconds. That's how much time I've spent in everything, completing everything in this playthrough. That includes all of my Godhome stuff, that includes the golden Zote statue, that includes all of the times through the arena, the Fool's Coliseum, that includes the White Defender, that includes everything that I've just done, including all of my attempts to get those 2% chance things. It does not include my Steel Soul run, or my speed run, or my speed completion run. So the total time that I've spent in Hollow Knight is probably around 120 hours, I think. Thank you all for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again with the next game.